Hello and good morning. So I'm Queen Bean Tarot. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Insta, and you can also find me on TikTok. Now I'm doing something new today. So I sort of thought about, I have a lot of decks, tarot oracle decks, and I really love tarot. I'm good at reading it. I've been reading it for many years. I've been trained by my mother and I've done self-taught learning of it. So pretty much my whole life I've had tarot cards around me. And my mum is a very good reader. She's traditional reader, so she's more old-fashioned. But anyway, I thought about the artwork that they put on each different deck is different. They feel different, they look different, and they tend to sometimes have a different meaning. So yeah, but I thought we will go with what is the original. This is my Rider-Waite deck. As most people know, it is the godfather. I call it the godfather of decks because this is the one we all know. This is the original creation of the Rider-Waite. It's the first one. It's the only one that most people will know of. It is the first. So everything else is pretty much based on the original. And I wanted to see differences between them and share that. If you like this, please like, share, comment, or even put in the comments if you see one of these designs and you like it. Let me know which one's your favorite, and if you do have a favorite deck, mention it in the comment. And if you think there's a deck I will like, because I do love to collect at the very minimum, I do use all of them, but I love to collect them too, let me know. So today I'm going to show the difference between all of my different decks compared to the Knight of Pentacles. So all of their Knight of Pentacles compared to the original Knight of Pentacles. And if I know something about the decks and whatnot, I will mention that. Same with like how they're made, what their size is, how they feel, anything like that. So yes, this is the Knight of Pentacles. We're going to compare it to this one. I'm gonna start with a few decks that I use quite regularly. So moving in, we've got the Astral Gate Tarot. This one, I've actually had this one for quite some time. I don't use it too often, but I have had it quite a lot. I've had it for quite a long time. Oh, quite a long time. Anyway, the Knight of Pentacles. So I like this one because it reminds me of, you know, those etchy things. You know how you would get the black thing and you would use like a little toothpick or whatnot, and you would scrape away the top side, which looked like, you know, blackboard stuff, and underneath would be a color like rainbow color, and you can make out designs and pictures. That's what this makes me think, and like that's what it looks like to me. Now I like that it's a samurai. I like how he's sitting, he's like knelt down, he's slow, he's like stopped right now, and he's got his big pentacle, and it reminds me of, like, you know, it gives off the same meaning as the traditional Rider-Waite, but it has more oriental feel to it. So that is the Astral Gate Tarot. As you can see, this is the back of it. It's very thin, and it's a good normal like shape. Slightly bigger than your normal playing cards, but it's actually, I think it's pretty much the same. Just a little bit smidge of smaller. So people with smaller hands would actually quite enjoy this, and the flimsiness of it too. So very nice, very nice. Now, moving on, I have another deck here. This is Basset Tarot. I think that says Loose Now Anima. But yeah, this one, I bought this one pretty much at the same time I bought the Astral Gate Tarot. This one I do not use. Very rarely I do. It is pretty. However, when I look at this, I would have thought, like, if there was no name for it, I would be like, maybe it's an emperor, or maybe it's the king of pentacles, but it is the Knight of Pentacles. He's not riding a horse, he's not dressed in armor. He is stable, he's very stable, not moving, and he's holding something that looks like a moon, but it's meant to be the pentacle. And a lot of this design, it has images where, as you can see, look at the fingers. So this is obviously an AI created image. That's how you can tell. AI is really bad with fingers and tattoos. So if you have a picture of a tattoo and you want it to do an AI, it will do it totally wrong, or it can't do it correct. It's really, really negative when it comes to tattoos and fingers. Apparently we need to have little or more fingers. Interesting, I reckon. I think they say in dreams you have more fingers. So if you're dreaming and you're not sure, you count your fingers because you'll have too much or too little. So that's how you know if you're dreaming. That's meant to be like a folklore thing, but I do know a lot of people say it's a real thing. And it just seems to be ironic that fingers seems to be something AI can't do, not very well. Now this has a very glossy texture. It's kind of thin, but the glossiness does keep it safe. Like, unlike this, if this got wet, I would be more concerned because it would probably take on more damage than, let's say, this one here. This one is much bigger. It doesn't pay any homage, really, to the Knight of Pentacles. Actually, it doesn't feel like it has literally any homage to the original. It's just a really pretty one. Very nice aesthetic sort of thing. So that is Beset. So I very rarely use it because 9 times out of 10, looking at the different designs, you can't always place it unless it's got the name at the bottom. So I do know some people do like the whole, when it comes to the, like if you had a picture with like pentacles on it, you would count the amount of pentacles to know which one you have. You can't quite do that with some of these. So that is Beset. My next one, now I have used this one a lot. This was one of the ones that I paid a lot of money for. I think this was one of my first big expensive investment wise for a deck. So this is much like you can see the thickness, the smoothness. Now these ones, some of the decks will like change the name from pentacles to coins or spheres or pearls or rings, or like there's many different like names. So yeah, here's one, Knight of Pearls, methodical, purposeful, traditional. With this deck, you turn it upside down, it will give you the meanings on the opposites, so stubborn, stagnant, and stoic. So there is reverse meanings for cards. Some people read reverse, some people do not. I will read reverse if the deck, like this deck, shows like they have the words ready for reverse. So I would take it that this deck should be read in reverse as well. I don't do that with every deck. A lot of people don't. But this one is a beautiful one. And this deck, I know they have some like some cards are not the traditional cards. Like they got extra cards. Like I think they got one called Blueprint, Galactic Souls. So they have a lot of different ones in it. As you can tell, this is a huge deck, even for my hands. Like it's massive. I do have tiny hands. So when it comes to this one, really big, it has high quality, like it comes with a book. It's really beautiful, good quality, definitely worth the money. If anyone does like this deck, there you go. It has a more of an ocean theme, but that is the Age of Aquarius, and it is, I don't actually know who made this. Written, illustrated, and designed by Yana St. Levy. There you go. It's beautiful though, very good. I don't remember where I bought this from. It could have been from the actual website that was supplying it. There's a lot of tarot, like you've got Tarot Stack, you've got a lot of different websites and places that actually put up a lot of cards and decks and stuff for sale and specials. Now with this one I've actually had this one not the longest. So I bought this one and I bought these two together. This one was bought after, this is going to be the next one I'm going to show you. I bought this one before I got this one, and then I bought this one. Anyway, so yes, I remember a lot of the sequences I buy my cards and my decks in. So this is a Lucid Dreams Beginner's Tarot. It has all your keywords. This is brilliant for people learning. It's gorgeous. It's magnetic close. It does also come with a book. The book doesn't fit in the box, so it's a big book that sits separately. Now, this pays a lot of homage to the Knight of Pentacles. They've done a few, what I like is like there's a few different art styles. Like you can see that's like watercolor background, and then you can see how they've used like they've done some, like this is actually all etched in, and it's got like the gold inlay. Now you have the upright and you have a reverse meaning with this one. This one has a very thick canvasy feel to it. It's beautiful though. I know that you can get like the black with the gold, and they have different designs, and there are similar decks like I believe the Gem Goddess, she definitely has used this one. So yeah, she uses this one quite frequently. This is by Saint Seoli, I believe it is. Soleil. I'm terrible with pronunciation, guys. But yeah, this one also will mention a star sign, an elemental sign like earth, air, fire. But it does also mention like planets and stuff that it is ruled by or connected to. So yes, this one I would read upright and reverse. Now I find with this deck, I love reading it when it comes to finances and careers. It always gives me a money feel, don't know why. It's the same, so like with this one, the Age of Aquarius, I use that for a lot of love readings. I don't know, it's just sometimes when you do get a deck, you will find that you will have a specific feeling with it, and I don't do that with all my decks. It's only a few of them. So these ones do pay a lot of homage. Even this first one, the Astral Gate, pays a lot of homage. This one especially, if you don't notice, there is actually a woman. I don't think I pointed that out to you guys. There is a woman on the back of it, and I quite like that the girdle and stuff and the bits on this horse. I don't know if they've edited this in, because these are edited pictures that they've created to make them look nice, but it looks like they've got pearls on them, and obviously the Knight of Pearls, they're using pearls to replace the word pentacles. So yes. Okay, so the next one is actually a Aureen's Tarot deck by Ambi Sun. I think this is an Australian company, don't quote me. I don't even know if they're still up and going. Some have like closed off or whatnot. Now this is actually an animal or tarot deck, and you can get this in the mini, the pocket size, or the main normal size. This also I bought the book to come with this one, and so I bought this one even before I bought my Saint Seoli deck, obviously. But I found out I actually do really well with animals on tarot and oracle. So I do really enjoy having animals. You can see the Knight of Pentacles, they've used a bee for this one, which is very fitting. This one, a lot of these will have like the foiled edges to make them look nice. These two do not. I think this one does. I'm pretty sure this one does, but this one definitely does as well. It's very beautifully designed. It's quite flexible. This is actually the exact same size as the pocket edition of the Light Seers Tarot, which I will be showing later on because I do own that one. This is one of my smallest cards that I have. So there's that. I'm seeing if I can like shove stuff, so yeah, that it can still be seen. The next one I have is actually This was, I think I bought this one at the exact same time I got the Age of Aquarius. I bought them on like the same pay, not the same place. I bought this direct from the company that actually sells the Threads of Fate. So I think they have all of their designs on there. So they have white design, they have a rose pink design. This is called the Ascendant Edition one. So the Weaver Tarot, this one has that, as you can see, that gloss. It comes with a book inside, and with theirs they actually renamed them, and they have different designs. There's actually a card in here that writes down like what roots would mean, or what a sword would mean, or what a thorn would mean, or what a tooth on the design means. So all of them mean something, like all the little like designs they put onto these mean something, but they actually renamed, so they're court cards. So you've got a page, a knight, a queen, and a king. Now, the page is the seeker in this deck, the conqueror is the knight, the sovereign is the queen, and the ruler is the king. So they renamed theirs, and it's the same with, like, instead of the magician, they got the magi, or they've renamed a few of the other ones as well. But this is a very beautiful, they show you a few designs on the back, and is originally made by Threads of Fate. That is, I think, the company. So yes, lots of different, very pretty, beautiful, very much worth it. And these are meant to be limited, I think, limited in editions and stuff and design. Very beautiful, worth the money. I've used this a lot. Once I got this one, I used it a lot. Like, I would go out with friends late at night, and I would use this to do readings with many people in different areas and sections. This one is slightly smaller than the Age of Aquarius, but still really big. It's also it's got a bit more, it's glossy, but it's matte gloss, if that makes sense. It's not like glossy, but it's smooth enough that it will like break up when you're trying to shuffle. It can feel heavy and cluggy because it is made out of a very thick material. So if you don't like heavy or thicker decks, it can be, I need to cleanse these ones a little bit more because they feel cluggy after just a small amount of time of using it. So there's that as well. Okay, moving on. I do have this one is Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Pulman-Law. I'm pretty sure I did not pronounce that right. I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce anything right, and I haven't for a long time. You can see these are beautiful. They have the light little silver around the edge. There is no frosting on it, no foils. It's very thin, very cardboardy. This has less of a gloss feel than the first one, but it's very similar in its design to the Astral. Very similar in size as well. This one's got a bit more of a like in the gray zone, it reminds me of. Like, it's not black, it's not white, it's the feeling of it is like neither here nor there. I can't express it. Like, a lot of people who do a lot of tarot would probably know what I mean. But yeah, this has that whimsical, fairy, enchanted forest sort of feel to it. Just like looking at the design on the front gives you a really good idea. But it's sort of like, it's not good and not bad, it's whatever. I use this sometimes when I feel like I want to be connected to like Norse mythology in a weird way, like in a whimsical way. So if I wanted to do fairy designs and details, or do a reading with some fairy sort of connections, I would use this one. Or even lore into ancient, if I was doing readings to do with your like mythical forest, or with green and grass and stuff like that, like if you were trying to connect to that sort of thing, or it makes it, you feel much more connected to it in that way. The next one I'm using is a bigger one. This one was kind of expensive, but I remember falling in love with the hot pink. I love color. I don't know if people can tell, but I do love color. So this is Ziki's Arcana. I originally, when I looked at this one, I thought it was actually an oracle, but it's not. It's got like that foil. It's got foiled edges. It's a good size, good shape. And as you can see, we have the Knight of Coins. Now this one can be a little bit like, there can be like, you know, breasts showing, and it's really weird and wacky design, super weird and wacky. It's got that matte sort of finish, and I think the reason they use this sort of this type of finish is so that it can hold in all the vibrant colors that they have. But yeah, very, very different. And they use the word coins for theirs. So as you can see, it's got like that bug. Let me see. You've got your wands. I've got it upside down. Judgment. I'm trying to find pictures that don't show off too much. So they have very weird, wacky designs. There's a few designs in here as well that they've got some extra cards in this one, which is really, really interesting. It also comes with a book, and it's got a big proper holder for it. So very, very beautiful. Love it. So that's that one. Now moving on, let's get into this one. This was another expensive one. I bought this one the same time I bought Arcana, which was only about 3-4 years ago, I think. I think I got it in 2023, in the year 2023, so it's 3 years. This one, I love this one, the Luminous Void Tarot by Laura Zuspin. Now, I hope I pronounced that right. I always assume I don't, because I'm terrible when it comes to that stuff, as I've mentioned. Now, with this one, as you can see straight away, this has a very thick and a very matte feel to it, even with this gold foil design. And as you can see, it's got that like watercolor. So this is your Knight of Discs. This is meant to give you a feeling sort of like you're in a dream, like you're in a, you know how sometimes you dream and it's like, you can't perceive it, and it can leave you with that unsettled feeling. You know, some dreams can do that. It gives off that feeling. However, what I also love about this one, now I know nothing about the creator, and I don't know if she's actually Australian or whatnot, but this for some strange reason makes me think of the traditional Aboriginal artwork. Like when they used to do cave paintings, they'd put the designs and depict stories on the caves, and it's got that real traditional, like ancestral feeling about it. Like if you need to find out the truth and you need to delve back into the past or into your childhood, this gives me that feeling, and I think that really suits well with the whole, they want it to be like, you know, you could delve into like things that your psyche knows but you consciously don't know. It's beautiful, heavy. It's very thick. It does have that sort of gold side foil. Now obviously you have to shuffle this one like this, like from top to bottom, because shuffling it sideways is nigh impossible. I do not read these in reverse, even though they come with a book, a little like pamphlet book that explains reversals, and they obviously named theirs discs instead of pentacles or coins. I'm used to a lot of people saying pentacles or coins, but some of them have changed over the years. Now, what are we going on to next? You know what? I'm going to go on with both of these. I'm going to use both of them because these are both from Empath Soul. Now, I think I actually got these like off of like a really cheap place, like Temu or Shein or something like that. Beautiful, not too expensive. So one is called Pastel Dreams and the other one's called Ethereal Bloom. This one tells you who actually made it, which is that name. I don't have a name on this one. Oh wait, no, we got Carlo Robeo. There you go. I love these. Both beautiful. They're both actually designed out of the same stuff. Glossy. These will slip and slide. They do slip and slide a lot of the time. There we go. So, just showing you. Knight of Pentacles on each. So, sorry, I had a call come through. This one pays a lot of homage to the traditional, as does this one. This one reminds me a bit more like it would be in a children's book. design. You know those like animations where they explain the story in like the like Disney at the start of like a Disney movie, and they explain the story and they have like a real cartoony animated design at the start to explain like the quick like history or the main like backstory or something, and then it jumps into the actual storyline and the animation is different. That's what this reminds me of. I know it's super specific, guys, but it reminds me of that. These are the perfect size. They remind me a lot of like your Astral Gate one here. But they have a nice heavy duty glossy finish, so if these got wet I wouldn't be as scared of them being taken on damage. Now with these, they both named them Pentacles. They stuck to the traditional. With this one, these are color coded, so see how it's green? So the Pentacles are green, the swords are purple, red is the wands, and I think it's cups are blue, and then your major arcana I think is a yellow color, I think. But yeah, that's these. This one also has a border, this one does not. So I love the beautiful like floral design. They have a lot of the brighter colors and popping with this one compared to this one. But that's both of those. So that's the Ethereal Bloom and the Pastel. I love color, like I said, so the pastel is very bright and very vivacious in color and design. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to fit all of this. Okay, next up, this is the last big one, then I have 3 mini ones. This is by Victoria Iver, the Black Tarot. I love this. Now I've had this for I think 4 years. 4 years I've had this, I think. Oh no, actually less, it's 2 years. I'm sorry, I thought I got it before I left. So there's a point in time I moved to a different city. So I'm trying to go based on that timeline to remember. So this is the Knight of Spheres. They named it Spheres. It's got that black and white. It's not in a negative feel. It does not have a negative feel at all, actually. Comes in a beautiful book. It comes with a book. It comes with a beautiful box. It's gorgeous, as you can see. High quality, keeps it nice and safe. I love that because then I don't need to buy a sleeve or a box or something to keep it safe and going well. This has a very, it is glossy, but slightly matte, and it is thicker, but it's not as glossy as these. So they still slide against each other when you're shuffling, but it is a heavier sort of, made out of a heavier kind of like item. I can't even think of the word, but yeah, so it is a heavier deck to shuffle. But yeah, the rhinoceros with the person on top of it, you can tell that's a person, I'm sorry, but like you can. And I like how it reminds me of like when you put like ink in water. That's what it reminds me of. I love that. Personally, I really do love that. But yeah, this one was, I think, it wasn't the cheapest, but I think I got this off of a website that was meant to be cheaper. Like it wasn't from the original creator, and it wasn't from like Tarot Stacker or anything like that. Which reminds me, I need to get some more cards, and if anyone has some recommendations, please let me know. I'm up to the Lightseers. Now I bought a pocket edition of this one. Love it. Christiane. And the first one off the top is going to be the Knight of Pentacles, because I prepped all this, guys. I wanted this to be quick because I know I ramble. I love this deck. The only thing is I really want to get the full size one as well, to properly shuffle, because this one is very small. This is actually exactly the same size as the Aureen's one, which is my animal one. This is the one I told you was the same size as that. So these are my 2 smallest cards that I can get. What I love the most about this one is the fact that it actually pays a lot of homage to the meaning of the Knight of Pentacles, because this one, even though they're walking idly, he's not mounting the horse, but like you know, his steed. He's walking around, but he's dropping, you know, his pentacles into the ground, and look, they're being overgrown with like grass and stuff. So Here you go. I love the colors. And I love that you can see the fields. So it's showing that this is like a very slow and steady wins the race. And that is, you get that meaning from this image. And I love it because it's like a image in motion. I love this. This is similar to how the Knight of Pearls with the Age of Aquarius, how it's in motion, like the horse is kicking up. So it's in a motion, a lot like what it's supposed to be. Some of these are just like, oh, it's a horse that's sitting stable, you know, there's nothing else really going on. But yeah, it's very, I love it. I just do. I love it. The second I see it, I know exactly what its meaning is without having to think back to what I've learnt. So yeah, that is the Light Seers. It's small. It doesn't have any foiling on the side. I love the size. Smaller decks are actually my favorite solely because of the fact that they are actually easier for me to use and utilize. The next one is Mythos Tarot. Now, I know with this one, I've actually saw Vanessa Sminer. You don't know her, check her out. She makes a lot of decks as well. I don't have a tarot deck of hers, but every time I want one, it's sold out because she makes beautiful designs, guys. So if you love beautiful designs, do check her out. She also has oracle decks. I own 2 of her oracle decks. I was trying to think, was it 2 or 3? No, it's 2. So very beautiful. I love that it's got a gloss finish. It is slightly bigger than obviously that one, but these all have a mythos for like a type of god or goddess or something. So like Hercule, Zeus, what is it, Ceres, and you know, this is Zephyros. I don't know a lot about this, but I also love the borders. Like you can see the borders. It gives me that, remember Hercules from Disney? You know how they had the design and you had the 5 ladies who would sing and they had that design that they stood on the pots and designs and stuff. I don't know. It makes me think of that and I love it. Makes me happy. This has a very beautiful gloss finish. It's got some flexibility, but it's not like a cheaper flexibility. The backing of it, gorgeous. Shows 2 angels with their bow and arrow. Sort of makes me think of you know, the what's it called, in Valentine's they shoot you with the heart. Those, if you know what I mean, please comment it because I've got a brain fart. It's not happening. My brain's not working right now. But yeah, absolutely love that. Yeah, so this one I don't use it too much, all because I don't know all of the characters. Like I know a few, like Nyx and stuff like that, but I don't know all of them. And this one does come with a deck in it, and I got this one from Rockpool. This is another good site. They also have an app you can download, and you can have the cards on your like phone or on the app. You can utilize it that way, and you can check them out and look at them before you commit to them. So yes, this one's obviously by Helena Elias. I hope I pronounced that right. And my last deck I'm going to show you guys, I do have many more. A few of the decks are too vulgar to show. But yeah, this one is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Now I love this design. It's obviously comes in a tin, which nice small, keeps it nice and tidy, and it plays a lot of homage. Now when I say this one plays a lot of homage to the original, it plays a lot of homage because I've even noticed, I'm going to show you guys this one is closer to the size of the last one, the Mythos Tarot. However, look at this, guys. Even that design matches that design. Like I noticed that and I was like, oh, I'm in love with that. I also love like the imagery. Like you can see the sweeping lands. You can see like with this design, it feels like when I'm looking at it, because I don't know if this shows up on camera, but when you're looking at it, it feels like this is either silk or velvet. Like you can, it's very texturized to a degree with the image. So it feels like it's like a picture that could be taken, or it was a picture taken and someone painted the design, like painted over it. Like, you know, they artisticized the picture they took. So it gives me more of that realisticness to it, but not really. This one does have a foil, like it's got a pink foil finish. So let me put this one back up. Pink foil finish. So as you can see, it's had a lot of love, guys. I love this one. I used it a lot. Out of all the minis that I use the most, these two and this one is the most. I do have more mini decks. I just don't use minis as much as my full size, but I do use this one a lot. I love this one. It has a lot of synergy to the original Rider-Waite, as you can see with this design right here. So there you guys go. Let me know, out of all these designs, which one's your favorite, why, and if there's one of them you want to you know, want more information on, please do comment. If you think there's a deck I would like, please comment, because I do love my decks. And if you like this sort of idea, this kind of video, let me know and I will do more. I can do Arcana, Major Arcana, you know, all of that, or we can, you know, do more decks in the future. Let me know what you think. I love listening to you guys and hearing your thoughts and your comments, and I do read them all. Anyway, I'm leaving you with lots of love, light, and positive vibes, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.